Good morning. Welcome back to KJ's channel. It's Friday. Oh man, I think the jade just died.
Yep.
Flash is trying to bring something in the house. She just got a mouse or something. I'm not gonna let her in the house. Psst, no.
It's a mouse.
Also have a few a few feathers that I need to clean up real quick before we leave to go get Sharon. Sorry, no lights on in this joint. But yeah, I'm excited to go get my wife, and I'll give you some tips from my 20 years of marriage. When Sharon is out of town and she comes back, she doesn't like it when the house looks like she didn't need to be here. So I make sure to leave a couple of dishes and make sure it's not perfect. That way she knows she still needs to be here. No, in all seriousness, I try to keep the house clean. I try to make sure we keep it up to date so she doesn't feel overwhelmed. She gets anxious when when the house isn't clean. So I try to keep it clean and ready for her. But in all seriousness, there's no way that I can take care of the boys and keep up the house and get work done. So usually when she's out of town, something suffers. And since this week I had to really make sure I got a good sermon together, it was the house. We made it to the big town of Billings and stopped here at Walmart. I wanted to get some window cleaner to replace some in my shop that I ran out of. I normally use Norwex wipes to clean windshields, but sometimes to finish them off with that final little bit, if there's a lot of dirt, I'll use some window cleaner and my shop towels so that I don't get my Norwex completely nasty. What, bud?
Look.
Uh-oh, where did the internet go? You got to get connected to my hotspot.
Oh, I don't know how to.
But I'm also going to get to do another windshield chip because on the way here I got a nasty one. So I get another one to do. Oh, let's see what else. On the way down it was kind of smoky because there's a few fires. And I set up, we're going to have lunch with a pastor buddy of mine while we're down here. So we'll head up to go pick up Sharon here in just a little bit. So we're up here at one of my favorite spots, watching the airplanes. But the airport's backwards today. The wind is coming from the opposite direction. So normally, I don't know how many of you know this, but I took flying lessons back when I was in Bible college. But normally the prevailing wind means that they will land coming in from this direction, which is the east. They'll fly into the wind coming out of the west. Well, today the wind is backwards, and so they're taking off and landing from the other direction. And what that means is I won't get to see Sharon's plane land, but we will get to see it slow down and turn around and taxi back. But we also forgot our mask, which means we can't go into the airport, so we're just gonna have to park out front at one of those doors and wait for her, which works too. My handy dandy little app usually keeps me on pretty good, but I did not see this airplane scheduled to come in, and so I don't know. Oh, it's an aero tanker. Look at this. There's a bunch of wildfires, so you get some tankers and things. Nope. I hear a helicopter too, but I don't see it. Oh, there it comes. that is probably for the fires. They were probably the spotter aircraft for this airplane, and they will fly over and tell them where they need to drop. Since it's unmarked, I imagine it's probably a fire one. I love helicopters. I like airplanes. That's one thing I wished I had finished, was my flying lessons and got my pilot's license. It was just too expensive. And I just think airplanes are cool. But helicopters are my favorite. Absolute favorite. I don't think I ever want to fly one, but I love to watch them and I love to ride in them. Oh, wait, I see our airplane now. It's coming in on approach. You guys won't be able to see because of the fence, but we should be able to get it to... Yeah, you can unbuckle.
Yay.
Okay, we got the Sharon, and she's almost home.
Yay!
She's ready to be home.
So ready to be home. It's home.
We'll pull up here and unload everything,
Yay!
and then she can go get in her tub.
Yay!
Operation Retrieve the Wife, a success. Now remember, the tip, folks, for your wife being happy when she gets back home. Leave a few dishes so that she knows she was missed. Instead of getting all the laundry and all the dishes and everything tip-top shape, you need to leave a little bit so she's like, oh, they need me. Look at this place when I got back, right?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. See you guys tomorrow. I've already made today's video, but I had to show you guys this. It's coming on down. Hope they're not getting that at camp.